If you're thinking about moving to Nashville, forget everything you learned from a weekend on Broadway, because the Nashville tourist experience and the Nashville you actually live in are two completely different cities, and choosing the wrong part of town can completely change how you feel about living here. I've helped buyers move to Middle Tennessee from all over the country, and I notice the same questions come up over and over again. Where should I live? How expensive is Nashville really? How bad is the traffic? What are the suburbs like? Is Nashville actually a good place to raise a family? And maybe most importantly, is Nashville still worth moving to? So instead of making you watch 10 different videos, I'm going to give you the Nashville crash course. The neighborhoods, suburbs, housing, traffic, weather, lifestyle, and a couple things I think you absolutely need to know before moving here. Let's start with the biggest misconception. When most people picture Nashville, they picture Broadway, maybe the Gulch, 12 South, Nissan Stadium. But that's an incredibly small part of what's actually living here. Nashville is really a collection of neighborhoods and suburbs that can feel completely different from one another. If you want walkability, restaurants, coffee shops, and that urban lifestyle, you're probably looking at neighborhoods like Germantown, 12 South, Hillsboro Village, the Gulch, or parts of East Nashville. But drive 20 or 30 minutes outside the city and Nashville starts looking completely different. Franklin gives you historic charm, beautiful neighborhoods, a walkable downtown, and some of the most expensive real estate in all of Tennessee. And Brentwood gives you larger homes, bigger lots, and easy access to Nashville and Franklin. But you're going to pay a serious premium for it. Head east and you've got Mount Juliet, which has exploded with newer construction, shopping, families, and access to both Percy Priest and Old Hickory Lake. Go north and you've got Hendersonville, where lake life becomes a much bigger part of the equation. South of Nashville, Murfreesboro. It gives you significantly more house for the money, but you're trading that affordability for a longer commute on I-24. And that's the first thing I tell relocation buyers. Don't start by asking me where the best suburb is. Tell me how you want to live. Because Franklin and Murfreesboro can both be great places to live for completely different people. Now let's talk money. Because the Nashville being advertised as this dirt cheap southern city, that version of Nashville is pretty much gone. You can absolutely spend over $1 million in places like Brentwood, Franklin, Belmead, Green Hills, and 12 South. But you don't need $1 million budget to live well here. Once you start moving outside Nashville's urban core in Williamson County, your options change dramatically. Places like Murfreesboro, Smyrna, Lebanon, Gallatin, and parts of Clarksville can give buyers considerably more house for their money. And that's where Nashville gets interesting. A $500,000 budget might feel impossible in Franklin, but move that exact same search to Murfreesboro or Lebanon, and suddenly you're looking at newer homes, more square footage, and potentially a backyard. That's why I always tell buyers not to judge Nashville's affordability from one Zillow search. Your experience here depends heavily on where you're willing to live. And Tennessee still has one major financial advantage. There's no state tax on earned personal income. So for someone relocating from a high tax state, that can make a noticeable difference from the very beginning. Now here's something Zillow cannot tell you. Your commute matters a lot here. Nashville is a car-heavy city. We don't have a subway system. Our public transportation is limited, and most people, they're going to drive almost everywhere here. So I-24 coming from Murfreesboro can be rough. I-65 coming up from Williamson County can also get congested, especially on that June Lake exit. I-40 from the east and west can slow down considerably during rush hour. And this is where relocation buyers sometimes make a huge mistake. They find the perfect house, but don't understand what Tuesday morning looks like. A home that's 25 miles from your office might look perfectly reasonable at 2 p.m. on Saturday. At 7:30 Monday morning, completely different story. So when you're choosing where to live, don't just map out the distance, map your actual commute at the time you'll be driving it. That one decision can completely change your quality of life. Hey, real quick, if you're thinking about moving to Nashville or anywhere in Middle Tennessee, this is exactly what I help people figure out every single week. Reach out to me directly and we'll find the community that actually fits your lifestyle, not just the house that looks good online. All right, let's keep going. This is probably my favorite thing about Nashville. You can choose your own version of it. You can live downtown and walk to a Predator's game. You can spend Saturday boating on Old Hickory Lake. You can live in Franklin and walk downtown for dinner. You can buy land farther outside the city and barely see your neighbors. You've got the Titans, Predators, Nashville SC, SEC football an easy drive away, concerts almost every night, fantastic restaurants, golf, greenways, Percy Priest Lake, Old Hickory Lake, Percy and Edwin Warner Parks. And if you want a weekend trip, you're within driving distance of places like Chattanooga, Knoxville, the Smokies, Louisville, and Atlanta. And something I think outsiders underestimate is how normal Nashville feels once you get away from Broadway. Most locals aren't riding mechanical bulls on Tuesday nights. They're going to work, taking their kids to soccer, walking their dogs, going to church, boating on the weekend, having dinner with friends. It's a much more normal city than the tourism marketing would have you believe. Now let's talk about something tourism probably isn't putting on a billboard: summer. Nashville summers are hot, but more importantly, they're humid. In July and August, it's so thick during the summer, it feels like you could slice it with a knife. So if you're moving from Southern California, you're going to notice it immediately. But we do actually get 4 legitimate seasons here. Fall in Middle Tennessee is beautiful, spring is incredible, winters are generally fairly mild compared with the Northeast and Midwest, although we do occasionally get snow and ice for maybe a day or two. The downside to spring: allergies. If pollen hates you, Nashville may become your arch nemesis for a few weeks every year. And yes, severe storms and tornadoes are a part of living in Middle Tennessee. So that's something you should understand before moving here. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember this: there isn't one Nashville lifestyle. That's why blindly following one of those top 5 Nashville suburbs lists can get you into trouble. Someone who loves Franklin might hate Murfreesboro. Someone who wants Hendersonville lake life might absolutely have no interest in living 12 South. And someone working from home may happily trade a longer commute for an acre of land, and someone commuting downtown 5 days a week may make the exact opposite decision. That's why when someone calls me and says, "Jameson, where's trying to live?" I don't immediately start naming neighborhoods. I start asking questions. Where are you working? What's your budget? Do schools matter? Do you want land? Do you want walkability? Do you want new construction? Do you want nightlife? How much commute can you tolerate? Because once I know those questions, Nashville becomes much easier to understand. Nashville isn't perfect. The traffic can be frustrating. Housing isn't as cheap as it used to be. Summer humidity is very, very real. And you're probably going to spend a lot of time in your car. But you can also get a growing economy. No state income tax, and incredible entertainment, 4 seasons, access to nature, and one of the widest ranges of lifestyle I've seen in one metro area. And that's ultimately why so many people continue choosing Middle Tennessee. Not because Nashville works for everyone, but because there's a good chance there's a version of Nashville that works for you. So thanks for spending a little time with me here in Music City. I'm Jameson Blackwell. Until next time.